Hello and thank you for watching. In this video we are going to flashback all the way to the year 2000 with Jason Wu's Simply Chic Alysa. Now Jason Wu once said that Alysa was the godmother of all the integrity dolls that you see today. Now before he worked with fashion royalty, Jason Wu would do higher end fashions in smaller quantities and have them as dealer exclusive, and he would use Alysa for that, for those dolls. Now he did this with several lines. Now with this line in particular, he actually released several versions of this doll in very small quantities of 300 each and had them as dealer exclusives. So in this one, we are going to look at the one called Honey. Let's take a closer look. This is the box for Jason Wu's Simply Chic Alysa. And as you can see, Alysa actually does have her own font in the integrity world. It's called Mistral, I believe. And now, actually, I downloaded it and use it now myself. So you can see it says Simply Chic. The box is a little bit loved, as you can see. It is about, what, 20 years old? Or 25 years old, almost. And we've got Jason Wu at the top. And of course, we've got Alysa at the very top of the lid. I'm going to turn the box around because I want you actually to see this here. Look at this. 2000 Integrity Toys. And it's got all that information on there. Very cool. And you can see the old logo for Integrity Toys on there as well. Also, you can see that this is a limited edition dealer exclusive. There are actually several exclusives that were created for the Simply Chic Alysa doll. And I got, I think, most of them, or all of them, I think, in my collection currently. But let's take a look at the doll that we have in this box right now, which is... Aha! We have the light honey skin toned right here with the honey blonde hair. And as you can see, it looks like I need to give her a little brush in here, but you can see she does have the Alysa sculpt here. And I'm just going to scroll down. You can see the faux pearls in her ears and her necklace. And also she's got this really cute cocktail dress. I don't know if it's silk or not, but it does look like it. And you can see also this brooch that is on the gown as well. And looks like she's got long opera gloves. And also she's got her own Alysa tag and a bracelet. You can see she's also tied in to the box. I'm going to scroll down and you can see she has not only her own hat box with her name on it, she also has a really old school stand. So what I am going to do is I'm going to remove this doll from the liner so that we can take a closer look at her and everything that comes with her. This is a close-up of Jason Wu's Simply Chic Alysa, and this is the honey version. As you can see, she has the Alysa head sculpt, and she also is light honey. Also, her hair color is honey blonde. So I'm just going to turn her to the side. Now, what's really interesting about the Alysas during the very early 2000s is that their heads were a little bit larger than, I mean, I loved her, but I really fell in love with her a little bit later on when her head was a little bit, as you can see, this is another Alysa from, I believe, 2005 or 6 or something like that. And as you can see, the sculpt is the same, but the head size is different. Very interesting. So I'm going to put one of my Alysas down to the side so we could take a closer look at this one. So of course I'm going to do a 360, but I do want to take a close look at the screening here. I think I would have preferred maybe a different eye color, but I'm very happy with this doll. You can see she also has a beauty mark as well, and she also has the faux pearl earrings with the little stick pin in them, very old school. And you can see her hat here, very, very cool. I think it's probably would have pins in it to keep it down. I'm not sure what is holding it down. I don't want to
rip the threads. Yeah, it looks like we have threads here, so I don't want to rip those. So I'm going to leave those on there. You can also see she has the faux pearls. I'm going to turn her around. You can see how it has the clasp. So this is kind of like old school. Jason Wu was practicing for a lot of his fashion royalty things that he was going to work on with Alysa. So you can see also the brooch there, and it is very simple, but very, very cute and shiny, shiny. Also, you can see the long opera gloves here and the Alysa tag. And let's see Alysa on both sides. Oh, it says Jason Wu on this side. Very cool. And she also has this bracelet here, which is kind of a wraparound. So you can actually just kind of wrap it around if you want to make it longer or anything like that. Looking to see if there's any staining. I don't see any staining on the doll. Very nice. I'm going to turn her around so that we can see the back of the dress, and you can see that this was pre-latches. We have buttons here, and you can see also the bracelet there. It's just so cute. I'm going to go down so that you can see these feet. Now, these are old school feet. I'm so happy with the new bodies, not only because of the articulation, of course, but with the feet as they are. Whoo, honey child. Yeah, these are a mess. I'm just going to show you the back of her hair. Now, the way these actually came, they actually had rubber bands that kind of grouped these together. One of the rubber bands over here was kind of disintegrated, and the other one here was just absolutely missing. So her hair, unfortunately, is a little bit flyaway. It is kind of like the Kanekalon texture, so I don't want to apply too much heat to it in order to smooth it out. But I will work on that probably after the video is done. But this is how she looked back in those days. This was the kind of hair that they used back then. So remember, this is from the year 2000. So this is before articulation and all of that stuff was really, being done by a lot of doll companies, including Integrity Toys. As you can see, she does have limited articulation. I'm glad it can move up and down, but she does not have any elbow or wrist articulation. Also, her knees are the old school, so they're the click. Ooh, she hadn't been clicked in what, 20 years? Almost 25. That's an old click. Yeah. So another feature of this doll is that she has the swivel waist so that she can actually turn. So I do appreciate that, because a lot of dolls nowadays don't have that. So it would help a little bit when you were trying to pose her. These are the accessories that come with Simply Chic Alysa by Jason Wu. So I am going to go in first on the shoes, and these are very old school shoes, but as you can see, back in the day, these are actually pretty high end. If they had those painted tips, that was pretty high end for a doll to have. So very cool. Unfortunately, the shoes are actually very brittle plastic, and a lot of the other, because of the paint, actually a lot of those got scraped off when I've seen them. So seeing it brand new is very, very cool. She also comes with a pair of plastic shades. Now, when I removed the doll from the liner, the shades actually snapped in half. So I actually had to super glue them the best that I could. They are, again, very thin, brittle, delicate plastic used here. So I'm not sure if I actually want to put it on my doll or not, just depending, because she does have a wide head, and I might snap that in half again. Also, she comes with this really cool functional hat box. It actually does have a string at the top where your doll can actually hold, or I'm sorry, your Alysa doll can hold her hat box. She's not going to let some other girl hold her box. And oh, wait a minute. Anyway, it actually is functional, and you can pull the strings and all of that kind of stuff. And of course, it does have not only Alyssa's name, but the Alysa font, also known as, I think, Mistral. I'm going to put that to the side, and we also get this really old school display stand. Now, I am a little bit confused on how this display stand works. I believe this would be, I guess, for the back of the doll's feet. But where this thing clicks, I'm not sure. It could click this way, or it could click this way. Now, I do remember years ago when I did open one of these dolls, I actually broke the shoes messing with this display stand, so I'm a little bit apprehensive in using it for this doll opening. In addition to all of this, she also comes with a certificate of authenticity. And as you can see, certificates of authenticity were a lot bigger back in the day, but you can see it says Alysa by Jason Wu, limited edition. And if you want to pause the video and read that, because I know that you want to, but as you can see, I have number 10 of 300. Like I said, now there were different versions of this doll. So this was the honey one here. So there were 300 of the honey version, and I have number 10. Very cool. I'm not sure what that means, but I know it's a low number. I would like to welcome our panel. First, we have top fashion designer from East 59th, Lady Aurelia Gray. Next, we have fashion icon and queen of Mattel, Barbie. And last but never least, actress, model, singer, Alysa Rodriguez. So Alysa, it looks like you are another version of the Simply Chic Alysa by Jason Wu with an updated body. And Alysa, you have a note, and you say, "It's East 59th, darling." Well, I love it. Before we speak to our panel any further, let's do a 360 of Jason Wu's Simply Chic Alysa, the honey version. So I did borrow a display stand from another manufacturer for her. Her legs are too short to fit on the Integrity stands, the ones that come out now. And so let's go in on her, and you can see that beautiful sculpt and screening there. Very cute, and I love the center part, and that hat is to die for. Exquisite. I love also how her hair kind of ties it all back. Now, she will need a hair treatment for this, but this is actually in pretty good condition compared to, actually I have like 2 others of her. So this is actually in great condition. I'm going to scroll down. You can see the pearls. Now, it's a little bit weird because they do kind of hang up a little bit the way they were constructed, but again, this is early jewelry, and they were practicing for our fashion royalty line with these Alysa dolls. Now, she also did have a rubber band that was supposed to hold the Alysa hat box, but that broke, so I just kind of have it hanging off of her wrist there. Speaking of the wrist, there's that jewelry, that bracelet, and also the Jason Wu and Alysa tag. I really love that this hat box is functional. Very, very cool. We go up so we can see again the tag and the bracelet, which you can actually stretch out if you'd like to. And of course, we'll take a look at the top. But I do want to see the bodice on this cocktail dress. And you can see the detail. This really reminds me of early Veronique fashion royalty. I can really see the early Jason Wu in this doll. You can also see, ooh, those feet. Oh. But the shoes are super cute, especially for the time that these came out. And one more look at that face. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that is the 360 of Jason Wu's Simply Chic Alysa, the Honey Edition. So, Lady Gray, I'm going to start with you, and you have a large note for me. And you say, Alysa not only looks just like her great-grandmother, aww, but she acts like her too, always taking things that don't belong to her. And Barbie, you have a note, and you say, I don't understand why Jason Wu has worked with this hooligan Alysa for over 20 years and not me. And
Alysa, you have a note, and you say, "Ladies, don't be jealous of my jitterbug. I'm Jason Wu's muse."
Oh, no, she didn't.
She also has a hat box. All right, well, thank you, panel. So, of course, I am absolutely in love with my Simply Chic Alysa. I think she is really gorgeous. I love the outfit really a lot. It really reminds me of early fashion royalty outfits. So it's very cool to see. Of course, her hair needs a little bit of work because of the material that it's made for. So I'm going to need to probably condition that. But otherwise, I mean, this is an awesome doll. And I am so glad to have a Jason Wu doll in my collection with Alysa, of course, with her little hat box. Love it, love it, love it. So I love her. I hope that you loved her too. I hope that you also loved this video. If you did, or at least liked it, then please make sure that you click the like button. That's so I know that you like my videos. And if you have not yet subscribed, please make sure that you do that today. There's a little button somewhere down there. You press that, and then you'll get notified of when I come up with new videos just like this one. So thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.